If you are on the Global Ifá community, what's the Odù Ifá for today? Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò? The Odù Ifá for today. Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí o? What's the Odù Ifá for today? Ta ló mọ Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí o? Okay, I think we're all set now. What's the Odù Ifá for today? Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí o? Ẹni tó bá mọ̀ kó jẹ́ kó sọ fún wa o. Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? What's the Odù Ifá for today? Ogbe Irosun. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. Ọ̀ṣun Fúnkẹ́ ẹ ṣé gan ni mà. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun ni Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí o. Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wà nínú Odù Ifá yìí, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ á fi ṣe tiwa o. Àṣẹ. Today is another episode of Àṣẹ for Today, season 2, episode 21. Elédùmarè ọba ẹ ṣé o, mo náà tọmọtọ̀ṣọ́ ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o. Elédùmarè ọba ẹ ṣé o. Àti ya bọ́ sí episode 21 náà nìyẹn báyìí. Àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ wọ́n á túbọ̀ máa ràn wá lọ́wọ́, wọ́n á túbọ̀ máa bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣepé. As you join me, tap on your send in your what's that daily thing that they always send in? Jane, please post the name of that thing. Is it Heart Me? Yes, send in your Heart Me for the day. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́ ẹ ṣé. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun lodù Ifá tá máa gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. For those that were asking for the replay of the live streaming for yesterday, where we talked about men and money, what is Ifa's view about it? The replay will be available later today on the YouTube channel. So if you are watching on TikTok and you missed yesterday's live streaming, just head over to Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube and subscribe, turn on notifications so that when the replay is available later today, you will be able to watch it. Golden light, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀ ni o. Èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Ifá, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Ajé, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Olókun, Ọlọ́sà, Ọ̀sanyìn. Èní ni ọ̀sẹ̀ Ajé, and it's always a very powerful day when ọ̀sẹ̀ Ajé collides with Ọjọ́ Ajé. Monday is Ọjọ́ Ajé in the calendar. YouTube is not clear. Please, those of you on YouTube, can you see me clearly? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ pé lè rí mi dáadáa. On YouTube, can you see me clearly? I need to know that YouTube is clear. If it's not clear, let me restart the device. YouTube. Tẹ́ wà lórí YouTube, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ bóyá streaming yẹn ti down. Those of you on YouTube, please confirm if the live streaming is good. Ogbe Ose, continue to follow the daily Àṣẹ for Today. Continue to follow Àṣẹ for Today every day. Amadori Ogbe Ose is perfect now. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, adúpẹ́. Thank you very much, Jane. Those of you on YouTube, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ bóyá ó ti dá báyìí o, ká lè mọ̀. Let's know if we continue, because I don't want one device is okay and the other one is not. Anti-golden light, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ bóyá ẹ lè rí mi dáadáa báyìí. Let me know if you can see me clearly right now. It's clear now, okay. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, it's all good. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, adúpẹ́. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. Ogbe Irosun. You see this Odù Ifá? Gbogbo wa ló kàn. Kò sẹ́ni tó Odù Ifá yìí ò kàn lénìí o. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun yìí. Gbogbo wa ló kàn. So let's all pay attention because it's going to be beneficial to all of us. Ká tó wọnú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá lẹ́yìn, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ìbà o. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbà, àṣẹ̀dá ayé àṣèbà, àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́, àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn, Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. Òràn ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyà tí àṣèbà ọba tó lọ kọrin kése àṣèbà. Ọba lánàá ọba lénìí ọba títí ayérayé àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tá a ti ń ṣe ọ̀sẹ̀ Ifá lẹ́yìn àní kọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà ọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á kọ́ má dà sí wa lára. Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyìn ayò ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi. Ẹ̀wùjẹ́ alágbolódò àṣèbà àṣèbà àníkọ́sẹ̀ yìí kí ọlọ́sẹ̀ gbà á. Ifá orí mi rèé o, Ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀. Ifá wa bá wa ṣe, kífá bá wa ṣe, kífá gba ọ̀sẹ̀ wa lẹ́yìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé ògúngúrú sọ onísọ̀ ògbòjì. Ajé kó wá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lẹ́yìn. Ajé níbikíbi tó bá wà kó wá jẹ́ wa lóhùn tiwa lẹ́yìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kárí bá ti ṣe ká rọ́nà gbégbà kí gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa lẹ́yìn kí gbogbo ẹ̀ máa yọrí sí rere láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká má ṣe lásán. Ẹ̀yin tó láyé ẹ̀yin tó nílẹ̀ ẹ wá bá wa ṣe lẹ́yìn. Wọ́n ní àdáṣe ní mọ ìbà ọ̀gbọ́dọ̀ mú ọmọ ènìyàn. Àwa ò dá ṣe lẹ́yìn. Àti wá fi gbogbo agbára tó tulé ayé ró àti fi kúnra kọ́ wá bá wa ṣe lẹ́yìn. Kọ́ gba ọ̀sẹ̀ wa, kọ́ fi ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ àti òye, kọ́ fi kún gbogbo nǹkan tá a máa ṣe lẹ́yìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ ọ̀sà méjì ọ̀sà méjì ọ̀sà méjì mo pè é. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ ẹ̀yin alágbogbo ibẹ̀ ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ Ifá ẹ wá bá wa gbà ẹ wá bá wa ṣe kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà rí bá ti ṣe kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká rí gbà lò ìgbà tó tọ́ ìgbà tó yẹ ìgbà owó ìgbà ọlá ìgbà ọlà òun ni kẹ́ ẹ ṣe ìgbà tiwa sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣẹ. Àti wá bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá ti tòní yìí o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣe lásán àní kọ lásán àní wá lásán. Odù Ifá tá à ń gbé yẹ̀wò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí òun ni Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. Ogbe Irosun. Ẹni tó bá mọ kóòdù Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun kó bá wa kọ sórí fọ́nrán nínú comment section. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. What is the code for Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun? If you know Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun's code, please write it in the comment section. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun 11111212. The Ogbe side is 1111 until I'm there, Eshe, and the Irosun side is 1122. Eshe Goni. As you are learning, please make sure that this part of the Odù, the code part, is something that we are getting used to step by step. Dear noni, amamo amako láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ademo adirun adigba nínú wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Please keep tapping on your screen for those of you on TikTok. Ejo, keep tapping on your screen. It's very, very important so that the algorithm will know that nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lénìí, nǹkan tó tọ́, nǹkan tó yẹ, nǹkan tí wọ́n lè fi hàn àwọn ẹlòmíì náà ni, so that the live streaming can be pushed to more and more people. Ogbe Irosun. Ifá ní Ogbe dáwọ́ osùn tẹ́lẹ̀, ó ń ro jingini. Adífá fún ìgbà, ìgbà ń tọ̀run bọ̀ wá sílé ayé, ẹbọ láwo ní kó mú ṣe. Ó gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ, ó gbérú ọ̀pẹ, ó tù. Èrò kan àjítọ̀fà, ìgbà tí ń bá lọ, ìgbà tí ń bá lò, orí mi jẹ́ kó jẹ́ rere, àṣẹ. Odù Ifá tó dá fún ìgbà, òun l'Odù Ifá yìí. Let's read it again in Yoruba before we translate it into English. Ogbe dáwọ́ osùn tẹ́lẹ̀, ó ń ro jingini. Adífá fún ìgbà, ìgbà ń tọ̀run bọ̀ wá sílé ayé, ẹbọ láwo ní kó mú ṣe. Ó sì gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ, ó gbérú ọ̀pẹ, ó tù. Èrò kan àjítọ̀fà, ìgbà tí ń bá lò, orí mi jẹ́ kó jẹ́ rere, àṣẹ. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. Let's read it in English. Ogbe pressed Osun's hands firmly on the ground. Osun is the candlewood dye. That's red, it's like a red dye, but it's called camwood dye. Odù pressed Osun's hands firmly on the ground. It formed a deep, solid mark. This Ifa was divine and cast for Igba. Igba is time and season. At the moment when Igba was descending from heaven to earth, from Orun to Aye, the sacrifice that the Awo instructed for him to perform, he heard and he performed the sacrifice. He carried out all his offerings and it was accepted. The warriors who rise with arrows, they meet good fortune. Whatever time and season I find myself in, let Ifa direct me on the right path of my Ipin, my destiny, so that I will fulfill all that I have been prepared for positively and with ease. Let my Ori make every time turn out for my good. Àṣẹ. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun, òun l'Odù Ifá tá dá yìí. Odù Ifá tá dá yìí wọ́n dá fún Ìgbà. I told you, I've said it once before and I will say it again, that Ifa is an embodiment of universal knowledge. Ifa contains knowledge about anything and everything. Ifa is an embodiment of universal knowledge. It contains knowledge of everything and anything at all, globally. Which is why we always say Ifa is not just limited to the Yoruba people or to people of color. If you are new here, you are welcome. This is Ìṣẹ́ṣe for today, our daily live streaming where we delve into the Odù Ifá for each new day. There is always an Ifa divination, an Odù Ifá for everything. Now, this is Odù Ifá for time and season. When time and season was, when we were going to start life with time and season, ìgbà tí ìgbà tó ń tọ̀run bọ̀ wá sáyé, there was a divination that was made. There always has to be a divination. Always has to be a divination. Our flash goal for today on TikTok is roses from 15 different people. That's our flash goal on TikTok today. 15 different people. Rose Eshegoni. Rose is just one coin, and we have about 70 people on this live streaming. So Ejo, send it in kia, so that we can continue. 4 people now, 5 people now. Eshegoni. Dayo P, Adukwe, oh yeah, we need 10 more people, 10 more different people, 10 more other people. We have 60 people on this live streaming. Oyani Kia, Eshegoni, Nature, Leader, Eshegoni, Elédùmarè, Ajiaba Inshetin, Black Zest. Thank you so much for joining for today. Eshegoni. Today is Ose Ajay. Ajay will increase us, Ajay will find us. Anita, thank you so much for joining the live streaming and for adding to the goal. Eshegoni. We need 6 more people. Oyani Kia, Auntie Golden Light, Adupe, thank you for coming from YouTube to TikTok. Adupe. Okay, your marun, 5 more people. Oya, so that we can continue. In your marun loku, Oya, Nikia. It's just Rose, Enyara Ale, Eshe. Thank you for the repeated gift, Eshegoni. 5 more different people, new people that have not sent in their rules for today. 5 more different people. In your marun loku, Kia. Dr. Yomi, Grand Rising, Eshe Pupo, Adupe, thank you so much. Princess, Eshegoni, Adupe, Eshe. Okay, you're married. I think we have 4 more people to go, Abi. Mrs. O Forever, Eshegoni, Solution, thank you so much for that. 3 more people to go. We can make it to Oya Kia, so that we can continue. 80% has been met. Eshegoni, Modupe. Crown Glory, Aku, Ekaaro, Eku Ojumo. Oya 3 people, èèyàn mẹ́ta ló kù nínú àwọn 60 kìíní kan tá wà níbí. Oya 3 people, 3 more people, so that we can continue. Ogbe Irosun lógbe tá à ń ṣe lénìí. And this Odù Ifá was cast for Igba and time. Solution, Eshegoni, thank you so much. Omotayo, Grand Rising, good morning. The flash goal is Rose Perennial. Berry, Eshegoni. Okay, Omeji, 2 more people to go. 2 more people to go. Eshegoni until Lande. Omeji Loku, oh yeah, in Lendawa Duro by. We are 75 people on this live streaming. Kilo Shele. TFA, Eshegoni, Eku Ojumo Ayoni. 2 more people. Nikia, the moment we meet this live goal, TikTok is going to push this video to more people. So your own way of making sure that more and more people see this is to help us meet the goal. Okay, Omeji. Odù Ifá, Ogbe, Irosun. Let me read the English translation again while we wait for 2 more people to send in their rules. Ola Adam, 2 roses, Lanido, Oya Ejo Ewa, Edarapo Mowa. Odù Ifá, Ogbe, Irosun says, Ogbe pressed Osun's hands firmly on the ground. Ogbe pressed Osun's hand. Osun is a camwood die. He pressed it firmly on the ground so that it could form a deep, solid mark. Bashorun, Eshe Gonio, Adupe. Okay, Nicole, just 1 more person to go, and we have met our life goal. Modupe Eshe. Àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ wọ́n á dúró tì yín náà, wọ́n á rọ̀gbà yín ká. Ẹgbẹ́ ayé ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run abayín ṣe ti yín náà láṣepé. Okay, Nicole, 1 more person. Who is going to be the last person to take our Ajé prayers for this morning? Eshe Goni. Ifá was cast for Igba, time and season. At the moment when time was descending from Ọ̀run to Ayé, so there was a period when we did not have, time and season as we know it like this. There was a period that we did not have it. And when time was going to be in existence in this earth, an Ifá divination was done. Now, somebody will be asking, why did time need an Ifá divination? Because everything that we know and do in this earth is going according to what Elédùmarè has spoken. So time and season also needed to know that, for me, what has Elédùmarè said? Let me ask from Ifá what the words of Elédùmarè said as I go into this earth every day. Legon, is it Lagon or Legon? Thank you so much for that gift. Adupe Eshe, our life goal has been achieved and we are super, super grateful. Eshe Goni Adupe, Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wa ṣe, àtọ̀tún àtòsì tẹ́yẹlé fi ń kóre wá lọ́ fi máa gbére ajé wá fún yín, ire owó, ire ọlá lọ́ fi máa gbé wá fún yín o. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àní ṣe lásán. Bá a ṣe ń gbé Ifá sókè, Ifá náà a máa gbé àwa náà sókè. Ifá máa gbé wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á máa gbé wá. Àwọn tó ti ṣíwájú wa, tó ti ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn fún wa, àwọn aláṣẹkù, wọ́n á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣepé o. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. So Odù Ifá was cast for time. When the Odù Ifá was cast, now remember that I said when you want to understand an Odù Ifá, listen to the story that was said before the Ẹbọ was prescribed. What was the story that was said to time? It says, Ogbe dáwọ́ Osun tẹ́lẹ̀, ó ń ro jingini. Ogbe pressed Osun's hand firmly on the ground and it formed a deep, solid mark. So if I was telling time and season here, when you go to the earth, at every point, make sure that you make what? A firm and a solid mark in the sands of this world. And that is what Ifá is telling all of us again today. At every point, every time and every season in your life, make sure you are making a firm and solid mark. The camwood die, it's a die. If you put it on your hand, tá bá fi Osun sí àtẹ́lẹ̀ ọwọ́ wa yìí, tá fi sílẹ̀ ńlẹ̀. If we put it and we use it to make a mark, we place our hands this way and we make a mark like this. We will see our fingerprints. If you put a die on your hand and you place it like this, you will see your fingerprints. It was telling time and season. At every point that you are, every season that you are, make sure you are making a firm and solid and deep mark in this life. Don't take any time and season of your life like, this one is just passing. No. Every time, every season of your life has to be something remarkable. And the only way you are able to do that is if you understand what you are supposed to be doing per time. This was a divination that was made for time and season. Make sure that at every point you are doing something remarkable. Make sure that at every point you form a deep, solid mark. When you meet people, make sure that positively you are leaving a mark in their life. because that is what every time and season is supposed to be. Life is not supposed to be lived with an end goal in mind. You are here, you are working towards something. Before you get to it, this is it, it's simple English. You are here right now. You are here right now. And you are working towards, you are here right now, you are working towards here. Between here and here, there is all the way here. What is going to happen all the way here if your life is just centered around here? Religion and westernization has made us see life from the point of a goal, a target. Everything is about goal. There's nothing wrong with making goals. But the only thing that is wrong about it is the approach that we take. The approach that we take is, I just want to get here. But between here and here is times and seasons. There are different times and seasons in your life before you get to that goal and destination you have set for yourself. There are different times and seasons. So what are you doing with those times and seasons? You are a mother that is trying to conceive. Your goal is to be able to have your set of twins. Between now and then, what marks are you making? Everybody has the candlewood dye on their palms. What are you doing with it? Are you allowing it to just dry up without making any mark in the sands of time? No, we have to. That was the Odù Ifá that was instructed for time. Ogbe dáwọ́ osùn tẹ́lẹ̀, oró jingí ni. Gbogbo ibi tá a bá wà nílé ayé à ń dáwọ́ osùn tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Everywhere we are putting the candlewood hand, the hand that has been painted with the candlewood dye, we are putting it on the ground. What mark are we making? I told you, I've said it before and I will say it again. The life you are living right now is a summation of the marks that other people had made before you. Is a summation of the marks that your ancestors have made. A summation of the marks that your ancestors have made, that your partners are making, that the leaders are making, that everybody around you is making. You are a product of those marks that they are making. Now, it is sad that the people that were supposed to make good marks in your life didn't do it. That's okay. But then you, what are you doing? With the time that you have, what are you doing? And it's going to be very challenging and pretty difficult for you to be able to do the right thing, make the right mark per time, if you don't even know what you are supposed to do. If you don't know the times you are supposed to live. The end of that, Odù says, he says here, he says, ìgbà tí mo bá lò, orí jẹ́ kó jẹ́ rere. Ìgbà tí mo bá lò, orí mi jẹ́ kó jẹ́ rere. The times that I spend on this earth, orí, let it be the right, let that time fall for me in the right way and let it bring ire, let it bring blessings. When you want to measure your time, what do you go back to? Your ori, because your ori is the one that created your pattern in life, your ìpín, your destiny. So for you to make sure that you are doing and making mark at the time that you are, ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ máa lò, to make sure that the time you will spend on this earth is one that is remarkable, you will go back to your ori. Which is why there is no way I can speak about Ifá and the way it will affect you without speaking to you about your Ìṣẹ̀ṣe and your Ìtẹ̀fá. That's why you find people that have amassed a lot of wealth, done a lot of things, people have benefited from what they have grown and they have established and the good they've done, yet deep inside of them, they still feel unfulfilled, unsatisfied, because you doing the right thing for other people, that is not all that there is. Oh, they said we should be kind, we should be loving and caring, and I've done all that. That should be okay. In as much as that is good, what is most important to you is, what am I supposed to be doing? Doing the right thing at the right time, in the right place, with the right person. All of those things come together to determine whether the mark you are making in life is useful for you or not. Listen to me. The fact that somebody is benefiting from what you are doing, it does not make it right for you. I keep explaining this thing. I would explain it to you again. Let me show you this. We are going from here. We are running a race from here to here, right? We are running a race from here to this place. And everybody is facing this direction. This is how we are running, like this to get here. And you are running like this to get here. The last record was 20 seconds. And they say on your mark, on your track, set, go. And you go, everybody is going this way. And the first person gets here in what? 25 seconds. The person couldn't even beat the record. 25 seconds. But you decide to go from here to here. You cover the same distance in 10 seconds. By virtue of calculation of time, 10 meters in 10 seconds is a bigger record, is a new record that has beat 10 meters in 20 seconds. But you have gone in the wrong direction. That race is disqualified. Despite the fact that you covered it in a shorter record, that race has been disqualified. That's the same thing with life. You can cover distances in shorter records. You can touch the life of more and more people. You can meet your goals all you want. You can put in effort in life to just be able to say, oh, this is what I want to do. This is how I have to do it, and I have done it. But excuse me, life is not about what you want to do and how you want to do it and the number of people you have done it for. The true essence of life is in you doing what you are supposed to do. You have a part to play. Play your own part. You don't have any business playing somebody else's part. When westernization and religion tells you that the end justifies the means, that is how we got into this rat race. As long as the end is successful, the means will be, it would justify the means. Rara, the end does not justify the means in that sense. It doesn't. What is going to justify is every step. Every step. For those of you that are students of mathematics and everything that is that has to do with mathematics, anything that has to do with calculations, you will know that when your teacher is going to mark, your teacher marks your steps. You might get the final answer wrong, but every step carries a mark. So if that number is 10 and you have 10 sums, 100%, there are different steps that your teacher is going to mark. So you can get 8 over 10 and still get the right answer, the final answer wrong. But you can get the final answer right, and when they look at your steps, they know that wuru is here now. Like we always say, wuru to the answer. You have taken shortcuts. This is not it. It's not. But excuse me, sir, I got the answer. I know you got the answer, but this is not the formula for it. And as long as you are not applying the formula and taking the variables, we are not really bothered about whether you get the answer. That's exactly what it is. A lot of you are just, I want to get the answer. I want to get the answer. I want to marry a wife. I want to have children. I want to build a house. I want to build a career. I want to, and you are putting every effort into it. And newsflash, you are doing it. But at the end of the day, is that the career you are supposed to be building? That is the only way you make mark in the sands of time. When you have come here to play your own part. You have come here to make life easy for the people that are assigned to you. You have come here to set the play, to make the path for people that are coming behind you, not running somebody else's race. Oh, my mentor. Oh, my yardstick. Oh, this is the person that I'm looking at. It is okay to get people to encourage you and guide you along the line, but make sure that you first of all know where you are going. Take, for instance, you are moving from New York to New Jersey, or you are going from Lagos to Ibadan, or you are going from Accra to East Legon. You are going on that path. You already know where you are going. Somebody now says, I'm also in Accra. Can we meet up tomorrow so that I can drop you off? The first thing you ask is, what direction are you going? Oh, I'm also in Lagos. I'll be going with my car. Since you are traveling tomorrow, can we meet up? You ask, I'm going to Ibadan. Is it Ibadan you are going? Oh, I'm in Manhattan. I'm also heading out of town. Can I drop you off? I'm going to Jersey City. Is that where you are heading to? You will not just say, oh, because they are heading out of Lagos, heading out of Accra, let me follow you. Then the person now goes towards Kumasi. Yes, it's East Legon in front of you there that you are going. Ibadan waju embe yellow no. You follow somebody that is going to the direction of Calabar. Are you going on a journey? Yes. Have you left Lagos? Yes. But is that the direction you are supposed to go? No. Are you going to reach Calabar? Most likely. When you get to Calabar, are you going to do the things that other people are doing there? Yes. But is that what you are supposed to do? No. The people that sent you to Lagos, when they call you 3 weeks time, sir, the project we asked you to go and do, have you started building the house for the motherless children? Oh yes, I'm building it. Where are you building it? At Miriam. Miriam where? In Calabar. Calabar. No sir, but we are already building it, and it's already homeless children that is staying there. Yes, we appreciate the fact that you are building it in Miriam in Calabar, and homeless children are living there. But excuse me sir, we sent you to Ibadan. This project was for children that live in Bere and Oje in Ibadan. At the end of the day, you have wasted funds. The fact that children in Calabar are benefiting for it will not justify what your funds were supposed to be used for. So I'm saying it again, and I will repeat it again. Everybody has a purpose in this life. Religion has told us that whatever your hand finds to do, do it. God will bless you. How can they tell you as a grown-up human being whatever your hand finds to do? So if your hand is using your hand to scatter the trash can and looking for empty rice pack, is that not something that your hand is finding to do? Can you do that? No. Whatever your hand finds to do, you cannot hold a key for 2 seconds. Then you carry microphone and you are singing, oh no, and you are saying, hey, but God is supposed to bless, oh no, and people are supposed to buy record of, oh no. What are you saying? What's that? Are you not supposed to sit down and find out what exactly you are supposed to be doing? Ifa has made that available for everybody. If you don't know it, it's because you have not taken the responsibility to know it. Your parents did not find out what you are supposed to do in this life. It's okay. We have heard that part. Pity party for you. The party is over now. Wake up to the reality that you are now an adult who can be responsible to finding out their own journey. Come to Ifa, do your Itefa, do your Ishefa. I keep saying it. That's the greatest thing you can do for yourself. Because we believe in reincarnation. I've said this thing before. We as a people believe in reincarnation. As Africans, as Yorubas, as Ifa devotees, we believe in reincarnation. Some of you are still coming back into this life to repeat this same life. And it is a frustrating thing. It's like repeating a class. It's a frustrating thing. Your spirit will know, will feel that heaviness and that delay when you have to come and do life again. Some people are going through it right now. They are doing this life, repeating life again. They constantly feel this heaviness and burden, and they just get tired of things. It looks like life feels stale to them. It feels like something they have done before, but they cannot lay their hands on why they feel like that. Everybody is excited about something new. They are just complacent about life. Life is just dry. It's not exciting for them. Everybody around them is trying. Therapy is doing this. This one is doing that. You don't know that deep down inside, that soul has lived this life repeatedly, repeating the same thing, the very same thing. They are telling you now, fulfill it now, so that even if you have to come back to this plane again, you are doing something higher, something different, something additional. You think it's because they want to take money from you. That's why they are encouraging you to do it, Efa. Don't worry. We are all here now. Those of you that have done it, this advice is for you. You have done your Etefa, you know the Odù Ifá that breathed you. You have done your Iyanifa, you know the Odù you are supposed to be working with. Get as much information as you can for that Odù and let it guide every movement of your life. Let your life revolve around it. Take every step and understand that every time, every season is important. Those of you on TikTok, please keep tapping on your screen. Please keep tapping on your screen. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep reposting. Antila and Iyanifa Ewa, Jane, thank you so much. Keep liking, keep tapping, keep reposting. Auntie Golden Light, Adupeo Esheo. The lessons from this Odù Ifá says, time itself has destiny. Time itself has destiny. Aligning with your season is aligning with success. When you see people and you look at them like, wow, why does this person just have life all figured out? Everything about them just seems as if they are living a life that was prepared for them. It's because they know their purpose in that thing that they're doing. When you get into an exam hall and you see a student that knows what they are doing, that understands what they are doing, their face is like this, and they're just writing, and they are writing, and they are writing, and you are looking at them like, why is this one writing this exam as if he's the one that prepared the question with the lecturer? Peter says, can an Igbo person do this? Please respond. Yes, irrespective of who you are, irrespective of your culture, your race, your background, your religious orientation, your sexual orientation, your gender. Ifá does not put any of those things into consideration. As long as you exist on this planet, you can do your Itefa. Itefa is for everybody. Is that okay? So you can also go online to Google how many non-Africans, I mean purely non-Africans, have been on this part of Ifá. There's so many of them that are public figures that, Google will have records of them. One of the major and most popular one is Susan Wenger, the Austrian woman that came to Nigeria and settled at the Osun River, and she became an Iyalorisha, she became an Orisha priestess. And she's the one that, facilitated everything that we know today as the Osun Osogbo Grove and put it on the record for UNESCO. She's purely Austrian, no African blood in her. Ifá accepted her and she had a part to play. Ifá was the one that called her, that drew her in. So, not to talk of our fellow brothers and sisters here in Africa, irrespective of where you are, whether you're Nigerian or not, Ifá welcomes everybody to its mat. And everybody can find their destiny and their part in Ifá. And that doesn't cut you off your own direct ancestors. My husband is Igbo, and he has also gone in the path of Ifá, but he's a dibia. He's an Igbo spiritual healer. He's a priest for his own ancestors in his own father's land. It doesn't change it. Is that okay? So Ifá welcomes everybody. I hope I've answered your question. So your times and your seasons. Ifá says as you align to each of your seasons, you are aligning with success. Life begins to take an effortless look. Life begins to take an effortless path. You know the right things to do, you do it. You know what to avoid. You know where to go and where not to go. You know what to do. You know the season of your life where you are supposed to pause and wait. Ifá says, hold on at this time. You hold on that thing. You focus on other things. And it is okay. You are not like religious folks who are asking God for something. They don't even know whether God has said wait. They don't know whether God has said it is tomorrow. Something that has been destined for the next 10 years, they will continue to pray from now to that next 10 years when they get it. When they now get it in 10 years, God has finally done it. What do you mean finally did it? What was God looking at in the last 10 years? But Ifa will tell you, on this matter, Ifa says it's not yet time. Hold on. So you will take your mind off it and focus on what it is time for right now. Religion doesn't afford you that. Ifa gives you that direction per time. There is an Odù Ifá that says, Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣe rí, ọ̀la lè má rí bẹ́ẹ̀, òun ló mú babaláwo dáfá ọ̀run ọ̀run. Meaning that the way today is, tomorrow might not be like that, because change is the only constant thing in life. That is why a babalawo will keep getting updates from Ifa. Ifa, what are we doing again today? What's happening today? What are we doing today? What's happening today? Ifa says, oh, it's still the same thing, nothing has changed. Then you go on. You continue to ask every step of the way. It's like GPS. Ifa ni afini monomo araye. Ifa is the GPS of life. You don't get into your car, GPS says drive straight, and it shows you the whole map. You see the map in a glance, then you turn it off, then you turn it back again. No, you leave it on for it to direct you every step. Someone is asking a question. The person says, what about those people who have done Itefa or Ishefa when they were kids? When you were kids, you did not do Itefa. What you probably did was Akosejai. So if you know your Odù Ifá that was done for you at Akosejai, ask your parents. If you know it, continue to learn about it and follow it. But if for any reason you have forgotten or you are not sure, then you would have to speak to me. Send a message via the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now to speak to me, and then we know how to guide you in that regard. We will ask Ifa. Ifa will tell us what to do. Ifa says, and they can't remember their Odù Ifá, can they do it again? That's why I said, send a message. We need to be sure what you had done before. If it is Ishefa you have done before, you can do Ishefa as many times as it is required. Emphasis on the word required. You are not supposed to repeat it, but for some uncontrollable reasons, you might have to repeat it. But Itefa is not repeated. You can't go to Igbodu twice. So I will need to speak with you one-on-one to understand what process did you go to. Even if you cannot remember the Odù, there are some questions I will ask you. If you can answer those questions, then I will be sure that it is Itefa you did, and we will just ask Ifa what is the Odù. So that one, you will need to send me a message via WhatsApp to be sure what it is. Someone says, I have Ifa and Ogun, but you are still going through a lot. Having Ifa and having Ogun does not say you will not go through a lot. Having Ifa does not say that life will become seamless for you. Ifa is an embodiment of knowledge. You have Ifa in your house, just like here. You have this Ifa bowl like this, right? Okay. The fact that you have it is just one step out of 100 steps. Do you know your Odù Ifá? Have they been able to break down your Odù Ifá for you step by step into the knowledge that you need to go through life? Janet Africana, please post the WhatsApp number on YouTube so that Mr. Peter, I think that person is male, so that Peter can copy it and send a message. So the fact that you have your Ifá does not automatically mean, oh, life is going to be good. No, it's an instruction you are given. It's like somebody gives you a blank check and you hold it in your hand and you're like, and somebody has told you that when they want to give people money, it's check they give them. Once they give you check like this, you are rich. Then they give you the check, then you are holding it like this and you are dancing. And then 2 years down the line, you are still broke and you are crying that, you have check now, why are you still broke? No, the check in your hand is just the first step. You are going to find out what bank is it. How do I get to that bank? Then you take it to the bank, they will cash it. They either give you cash or transfer it into your account. There are steps. That paper in your hand is worth something, but until you carry out the required steps to convert that paper into real accessible money. So until you take the required step to convert that Odù Ifá they gave you into practical everyday knowledge that you can use for your life, it might not make any difference. But there's a difference between you and the person that has not done it. You have it. So now that you have your Odù Ifá, which is what a lot of people go through. Excuse me, let me attend to this person on YouTube. Peter, please copy that number as it's showing on your screen. 234-808-417-2309. In that order. We cannot post it as a single number. The algorithm will not allow it. So just copy it like that. So when you are going in for your Itefa, if you do your Itefa with me, there are certain questions that will be written out. Certain guidelines to guide you. Different questions that you are going to ask when you are doing your Itefa. Now, when Itefa has been done or during the process, there are certain ways we break down your Odù so that it can be useful for you, because it's just knowledge, it's information. We are going to break it down to you with real life everyday experiences that you can apply it to your life. Then after that, you now need Ifá to be guiding, because some of you, when your Odù Ifá comes out, you will find out that you have gone far off where you are supposed to be. Some of you, the choices of your life right now is the taboos that will come out in your Odù. Those of you that they say don't eat snail. Snail has been your favorite food for the last 40 years of your life. There are things that you have to fix. Some of you, your Odù Ifá says you cannot marry more than one wife. You already have 3 in your house. There are so many things you have to fix. Some of you, Ifá has picked your profession from you. That Odù Ifá has explicitly talked about your profession. Meanwhile, you are doing something else. So you still have to go through process to fix and get yourself aligned to where you are. It's like somebody that is driving without a GPS, going from one state to the next. No GPS, no map, no direction. He's just saying, let me continue to go where I see cars. Once I see a car turn here, me too, I will turn. You don't know where the car is going. Then you get to the dead end of the road. And then you're asking everybody, they say, this is the end of the street. Then you now start asking people around, please, I'm actually going to Ogun State. I'm actually going to Texas. I'm actually going to Nairobi. Oh, it's Nairobi. Can you download a GPS on your phone? What's GPS? They explain to you, you download it. The GPS will now direct you from where you are lost back to the track. Some of you, your own back to the track is back to the beginning, because there is no shortcut. You have to go back. Then you now start the journey following the GPS till you get to where you are going. That's why we call Ifá the GPS of life. Is that okay? So that person, what's your name? Bernard, send a message to the WhatsApp number that I just pinned on the screen right now. You will tell me your Odù Ifá, and then we'll be able to guide you every step of the way as to how to get there. Please keep tapping on your screen. Let me see if there's any other questions before we continue. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun is the Odù Ifá for today. And that Odù Ifá is talking about Igba, times and season. So Ifá says for you to get success, you have to align with your Odù. Ifá says when you prepare spiritually before entering a new phase, blessings will meet you. When you prepare spiritually before entering into a new phase, you are already aligning yourself for blessing. There are always times, seasons, and phases in our lives. Remember that I said life, as described to us by Ifá, is not a destination. Your entire life is a journey. There is really no destination, as it were, because nobody knows when the end is going to come. Nobody knows where and when it is going to end. So where exactly is the destination? There isn't any. At least none that you are aware of. So everything is a journey, and there are different phases in that journey. You need to align yourself spiritually to Ifá, spiritually to your destiny, spiritually with your Ori as you go every step of the way. That is the only way you can do it. And you know, one of the major things about Ifá that gives me joy is the part of Ifá that says, Ifá ni atórí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe. Ifá is the repairer and the fixer of destiny. So even when you are on a path and you have gone off your destined path, Ifá is the one that will still bring you back and fix your destiny, remold it and say, take, continue again. Ifá doesn't condemn you at any point that it meets you. Ifá doesn't. You've taken the wrong step, come back and fix it. Peter, please just send a message to the WhatsApp number. All the information will be given to you as regards Itefa and Ishefa. Ifá would help you fix it. Ifá is directing you and guiding you. If there's any step you miss it genuinely, Ifá brings you back. It is not a doom and condemnation lifestyle. Oh, the moment you have missed it, you are doomed. The moment you are this, you are condemned. No. Ifá directs you back. Olódùmarè that created this life as it is understands the way life is. Shebi is Olódùmarè that created life. And there is nothing called perfect in life. And there is nothing called holy in life. There is no such thing. So take away that pressure that religion has put on you, saying that, oh, it has to be like this, you have to be like this, it has to be like this. It is not. No. It's just direction. Think about the way you treat your children. When they make mistakes, you guide them. If they need to be spanked, you spank them. But they are still there, you continue to guide them. When they have a win, you celebrate it with them. You continue to guide them. You understand the fact that they are children. Their brain is not as fully formed as yours. You allow them to be children, but you are still there guiding them. That is how Ifá guides us. That is how Olódùmarè, the creator of heaven, the earth, the whole universe, and everything in between it, that is how we are guided on this journey. That is how Ifá wants to guide you. So you have done it, Ifá, and everything is not going on well. You will still go back to Ifá to ask. It's that simple. Normalize asking Ifá. It is that simple. Don't complicate it. You are the one that is complicating it in your head. You are the one that is thinking, but it's supposed to be like this. But I think it's supposed. You think what? How many brain cells in your head is active that you think that you are thinking about life? What do you know about life that you are thinking? I'm just asking. How many times have you walked through this life that you are now thinking about life? This life, or you are going to another human being to help you think about life. Somebody that is still trying to do life like you. Except if that person can give you 100% proof that they've done that the person has lived your exact life over and over again, maybe then. But until you find such a person, go to Ifá. Ifá is the voice of Olódùmarè, the one that made life, said, let me tell you as they go. You are there saying, but I think it's supposed to be like this. Let's try it like this. No, now. Life is too short to be gambling around. Life is too short for you not to know what your times and seasons are and what to do with them. Odù Ifá says, Ifá guides destiny. No season becomes wasted when you follow divine instruction. Let me repeat that again. Ifá guides destiny. No season becomes wasted when you follow divine direction. No season becomes wasted. Between now and the goals that you have set, there is no waste. There is no season of your life that is wasted. There is no season of your life that is wasted. As long as you are following divine direction, there is a mark to make at every point in your life. There is a mark to make. There is a mark to make. There is an influence to do. There are things to achieve along that way before you get to that goal that you have set. Ifá is the one that said it, is not me. So anywhere you are right now, you see, the problem with a lot of us is this. This is the way you want it. And as long as it is not happening the way you want it, as far as you are concerned, nothing is happening. I get that it is your life and you want it to go in a certain way. But at the end of the day, is it really your life? In the real sense of it, is it really your life? Where did you buy it from? How did you own it? How did you create it? Who gave it to you? Where is the contract that they signed when they gave it to you? In the real sense of it, it's not yours. You are just living it. The people that has made it, that made this whole idea, ask them, how did they make it? Can I follow the path? Oh, I'm a taxpayer. We pay for the street. My tax is involved on the road and on the street. Yes, your tax is involved on the road and on the street. Do you now just carry your car and say, because my tax is part of this? In fact, you are the one that made the road. You carry the tractor to make the road, and you pour coal tar. In fact, you did everything. You own the engineering company that did the road. Yes, we acknowledge you, sir. But if you still want to walk on that road, you need a GPS to know where to turn and where to go. That's the idea. Ifá says, this Odù says, Ifá guides destiny. No season becomes wasted when you follow divine direction. During this time that you are waiting for something, there are other things Ifá is directing you to do. But the problem is you have this big idea in your head, and if it doesn't go that way at that time, it's just a problem. No. That is what has put people on path of desperation and path of constant sadness. They are constantly sad because life is not going the way they think it's supposed to go. Meanwhile, they cannot see in front of them the steps that life is taking them through, the steps that Iyanifa is taking them through. They cannot see it. As long as it is not that thing that they want and the way they have planned it, every other thing is inconsequential. Every other thing doesn't just make sense. Meanwhile, where you are right now, and what you have available to you right now, Ifá is saying something to you. Odù Ifá is saying something to you. Some of you are at a season in your life where what you have to be getting right now is just instruction. Because Ifá, on your path, Elédùmarè has prepared you for something in the next phase. You need the instructions and the guidelines to go through that step from now. But no, you cannot see it. You will get to that next phase eventually, but you will get there unprepared, unequipped, confused, and alone. Then you get there and you now want to start learning what is going to take for you to make that phase of your life successful. You want to learn it while you are just there. And then opportunities start to slip because what? You are not equipped for it. Meanwhile, the time that you were waiting, when you thought nothing was happening, Ifá was equipping you, but as far as you are concerned, that's not what you want. So my question to you today is it about what you want, or is it about what has been destined for you? No matter how much effort you put in what you want that doesn't align with your destiny, it's still going to come off as wasted. I've said it before. I have the opportunity to meet people at usually one of the lowest points in their life, if not the lowest point. That's when they come to people like me. So I've had the opportunity to hear people that you look at as successful, as influential, as wealthy, as, oh, if you grew up, you want to be like this person. I have opportunity to interact with them in the states when, irrespective of all of that, despite all of that, they feel confused, lost. They are just sad and unfulfilled. And then we ask Ifá, and Ifá says that path that they've been walking is not even their path. Even though they have struggled to build success on that path. But religion will tell you, as long as you can show success in it, God is the one that did it. Does that even make sense? Does that even make any form of sense? There is a path to do something. It's like you buy, let's take for instance, you buy a freezer or a refrigerator, and then you open it. Once your refrigerator is on, you can feel cold air coming out of it. Then you now open it and you sit in front of it during the summer. and the cold air from your freezer and your refrigerator is coming to you, and then you say, as long as that has happened, what you bought is an air conditioning unit. What you bought is an air conditioner. What you bought is not an air conditioner. The day you enter into somebody's house that has an actual air conditioner, you will know that what you have in front of you is not an air conditioner, despite the fact that it is cooling you as you are standing in front of it. Or maybe you want to open empty freezer and sit down inside it. It also cools, but it is not an air conditioner, and it will not be able to perform the role of an air conditioner. If you have an entire family, all of you have to be taking turns sitting in front of the freezer door opened. And then at the end of the day, it's frustrating because you are wondering, when I bought this thing, they said it was going to cool the whole house. Why do we all have to sit down in front of it? No, that's not what you are supposed to buy. This boy is the same company that made it. Yes, the same company makes air conditioner and freezer. And both of them have cooling units, but they are for different purposes. And unfortunately, you cannot use your faith to turn refrigerator into air conditioner. It's not possible. So go back to the factory and buy the right thing, get the right instructions and use it. Maybe if you have read the manual, you will know that it's food that they used to put inside freezer. And that's the way a lot of us are living life. You want to do it and then twist the arm of God into it and say, as long as it is cooling, God is the one that did it for me. Mr. Emeka, good morning, grand rising. As long as it is working, is no. Find out the purpose. Stop fighting with life. You don't have enough strength to fight the universe. Stop it already and stop wasting your time. Find out what your Odù Ifá is and follow in the line. Find out what Ifá is saying about that situation and get directions. Ogbe pressing Irosun signifies marking a permanent era of blessings. You are marking blessings in your life. You are marking influence in your life. You are marking blessings in your life. You are marking influence in your life. Every one of us has our own canwood die, Irosun, in our hand. What marks are you making in life? What mark are you supposed to be making now? You have your right hand. The paper that is there is left hand. This is how the paper is. You now want to mark like this. How does this fit? You are now trying to find how this is going to fit. Meanwhile, you are supposed to look for a paper like this and just fit it in. You are supposed to look for something that is that thing and just fit it in and go. The number of hours you spend trying to do this one, is it supposed to be like this? Is it supposed to be this way? Is it supposed to be? The number of hours you are spending doing this, somebody else has found the right thing, fit it in, gone to the next class, fit it in, gone to the next part, fit it in. That's how Ifá directs you. Ifá doesn't gamble with your life and with your time. Because Elédùmarè understands that every point of time in life is remarkable, is purposeful. Adegunwa Modupe Ashere Ogbo Atoyin Ojumore Grand Rising. Now let's see, how do we apply this Odù Ifá to our everyday life? First, Ifá says, don't rush or resist life seasons. Don't rush, don't resist the seasons of life. Don't rush, don't resist the seasons of life. If you understand what that means, you will take a deep breath, you will calm down and find out, in this season of my life, what am I rushing? What am I resisting? Some of you, you are in my DM. Ojumore, in God we trust. Some of you, you are in my DM. We have done Ìṣẹ̀ṣe and Itefa for you. We have done, you have sent me your Odù. I'm telling you that this is what Ifá wants you to do. You are saying, yeah, I get it. I know that at the end of the day, Ifá wants me to be able to help people with this one, but I can also help people where I am. And see, it's not me. I'm not the one that wrote Odù Ifá. I'm even grateful. that Odù Ifá has been in existence before people like us, because some of you will say, Iyanifa, that Iyanifa that can talk too much, she's just using English to corner us. Where did she find that one? Thank God that Odù Ifá is open for everybody to read. And they did not say we will interpret it by the spirit. No, you interpret Odù Ifá with this your head. Elédùmarè gave us this head to be able to live in this life. Christians will be telling you, religious people will be telling you, no, you can't just take the Bible like that. You need a spirit. You need spiritual knowledge to be able to understand it. So why are you presenting it to a human person? Go and present it to spiritual, because human people have human knowledge, spiritual people have spiritual knowledge. Excuse me, sir, I'm a human person. Can you give me the one that human people can understand? No, they will be gaslighting you into, you need, Ifá does not need spiritual anything to interpret anything. If a 7, 8-year-old, 10-year-old boy has been trained and he knows Ifá, he does not need any spiritual calling before he can say, I want to learn to be a babalawo. The moment he has been taught and he has learned, if he takes his okpele and drops it on the ground, Ifá will speak and he will tell you, Ejo sir, your Odù Ifá is Ogbe Irosun. And you will go and read it up. You do not need any spiritual anything. TikTok, do you guys want me to pause? You are not power tapping. Power tap on your screen. Or you want us to call it a day at this point? We have heard a lot already. Please, power tap on your screen. We have almost like, 70-something people on the live streaming. The more you tap, the more you like. You are telling the algorithm that this is good content, and they will push it to more and more people. ÌŞÄŠE, please keep power tapping on your screen. Your Odù Ifá is Ogbe. Please enlighten him on this Odù. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is on your screen, and then you ask for details about your Odù. I've just pinned the WhatsApp number on your screen right now, posted by Mrs. O Forever. Send a message via WhatsApp and we'll continue your personal conversation from there. Ifá says, don't rush and don't resist seasons. Master timing is the key to evaluation. Ifá ló lónìí, Ifá ló lọ́la, Ọ̀rúnmìlà ló lọ́jọ́ márùn-ún ọ̀sẹ̀. Ifá owns today, Ifá owns tomorrow. Ọ̀rúnmìlà is the one that owns the every 4 days of our ọ̀sẹ̀, àbí every 5 days, depending on how you are counting it. Today of your life is Ifá that knows the way. The tomorrow of your life is Ifá that owns it. Ọ̀rúnmìlà, the Òrìṣà of wisdom, knowledge and understanding, is the one that owns every 5 days. Imagine. Ifá, the embodiment of knowledge, is the one that knows today. Ifá, the embodiment of knowledge, is the one that owns tomorrow. Ọ̀rúnmìlà, the Òrìṣà of wisdom, knowledge and understanding, is the one that knows every 5 days. You can see that your entire life put together is wrapped around knowing and knowledge of Ifá. Every step of the way. Which is why I encourage people, once you have your Ifá, even if it is the divination with the Obi, the kola nut, that 4-lobe kola nut, tó wáyé pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí Obi ń sọ nìkan lẹ lè kọ́, use it to ask questions for yourself. Ifá is not like a pastor and a member thing where everything has to come for your pastor. Ifá ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ifá allows everybody to learn this thing, which is why whether you are a pastor or whether you are a whatever it is, you are a babalawo, you are an Iyanifa, you have just come into Ifá today, or just a researcher who loves knowledge, everybody can pick up the Odù Ifá and learn it and apply it to their lives. It is not until you are born again before the Bible can work for you. It is not until you do it Ifá before Ifá can direct you and guide you. Ifá will direct you and guide you whichever way. Right? But you need to do that Ifá to be able to get the entire body of summary of your life. Don't rush and don't resist time and seasons. Master timing. Timing is the key to everything. Timing is the key to everything. How else can we apply this? Ifá says when you move in your ordained timing, doors open effortlessly. when you move in your ordained timing. Joy, miracle. Ifa says, when you move in your ordained timing, he says that everything, doors will open for you effortlessly. You want to experience that thing they say, this person is moving like they have everything all worked out for them. Stay with your Ifa. Find out the Odù Ifá that breathes you. Do your Itefa. This is the point I will ask you. If you have not done your Itefa or Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, you do not know the Odù Ifá that breathes you. The number that is now pinned on your screen, send a message there and say, Iyanifa, I have not done Ìṣẹ̀ṣe and Itefa. I need to know. How are we supposed to know our own timing? Just what I said right now. If you have your Odù Ifá that breathes you, your Odù Ifá is like an envelope that contains the manual of your life. An envelope that contains the manual of your own life. They will give it to you. You will know your times and seasons for you as a person. If you do not have it, there is no shortcut to it. The Spirit of God is not going to minister it to you. It doesn't happen. All of that is just misconceptions and lies to keep you hooked on and tied on to somebody. Ifa says you can find your Odù Ifá by yourself. You will know it for yourself. Ifa will reveal it to you. Come to the Iyanifa and the Babalawo. They will take you through the process to give you your own Odù. You will now sit with it and start reading it one by one. What does my Odù say about this phase of my life? What does my Odù say about the relocation I want to take, about my marriage, about my health, about me having children, about my business, about my finances? If you are in doubt of interpreting any parts of your Odù Ifá, you go back again to the Iyanifa Ewa, please, help me find out from Ifa what is this and this. We all do it, even your Babalawos and Iyanifas. I ask Ifa questions. I do divinations like 3 times a week because there's always something to ask. Maybe I've even asked before. I want to be double sure. I could have asked Ifa for something last month to say, oh, there's this new project I want to venture into. Is it good for me? Ifa says it's good for me. Okay. 1 month ago, 2 months ago. Now I want to embark on that project in full. I still go back to Ifa to ask, I'm about to start now. Is it still the same? Ifa says it's the same. But do this and this and this. I do it. 3-4 months into the project, I still go back again to ask Ifa, is everything still going on well? Is there anything in the loop that I need to guide against? Ifa says, there's somebody that you will meet in 2 weeks' time that wants to join that project. Don't allow the person. That person already has oriti osunwon. Koma koti ebayin. Ifa has given that warning. The moment somebody shows up to say, oh, I like this project, I want to be part of you, I already know. Ifa has told us. Ogbe. Or we still go back to Ifa to say, you warned me, or Ifa mentioned it 2 months ago that this person will come. Is this the person? We check. Ifa says, this one is not this person. This one has brought goodness. You allow that person. The other one that Ifa warned you against will come. And Ifa will confirm that is what it is. And you avoid it. You see how that project is going to be seamless. Instead of you saying 2 months ago, Iyanifa says I can do it. Then you now continue to carry that 2 months ago message for the next 2 years. Times, seasons, and phases. Báná ṣe rí, èní lè má rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọ̀la ọmọ ìyá wọn gan lè má sùn, òun ló mú babaláwo dífá ọ̀run. The way today is, tomorrow might not be like that. The day after tomorrow itself might change. It might be entirely different. That is why an Ifa priest is said to do his divination every ọ̀sẹ̀ Ifá. Every ọ̀sẹ̀ Ifá. Lọ́nìkẹ́ máa dáfá lé lórí. Ifa says, when you move, Ifa, this Odù empowers you to thrive in any circumstances, even in difficult situations, as long as you are following the directive of Ifa. This Odù Ifá says that you can thrive under any circumstances, even in difficult seasons, as long as you follow the directions of Ifa. Ifa ni atori ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe. So even when you get to a point, Ifa will fix it. Ifa is the repairer of times and seasons. So even if you get to a time and season in your life that you do not feel up to it, you don't feel like what you are experiencing is right, Ifa will tell you how to fix it. Ifa does not promise you a life that is, oh, everything is going to be rosy, everything is going to be fine, you are a new creature, you are a brand new person, blah, 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 all those crap. Ifa does not promise you that. Ifa doesn't give you unrealistic expectations about human life. Is Ifa God? Okay, let me give you 2 assignments. First assignment is go and Google what God is. Ask ChatGPT what is the origin of that word God, that deity called God. When you find the origin of that deity, you will know that it is just one of the several deities. So once you understand that, you will not equate that word God to the divine and supreme being, because I know that the moment people say, is Ifa God, is Olódùmarè God, they are thinking that God is the divine supreme being, the source that created heaven and earth. So first of all, God is just another deity from somewhere. Google that one, ask ChatGPT. That's one side. So if you mean that is Ifa the divine and supreme being, the source and the creator of heaven and earth and everything that there is, Ifa is the voice of Olódùmarè. Olódùmarè is the divine, the supreme being, the source, the creator, the fulfillment of everything that we know as the universe and everything in it, in whatever plane they might exist. That is Olódùmarè. Now, the voice of Olódùmarè is Ifa. The words of Olódùmarè, like when you have your father and your father has recorded a voice note and written a will, then the lawyer says, we are now going to read the will of Chief so and so, and we are going to play his recording. Your father is no longer there in person, but his voice and his written request, it still stands. Yes, so Ifa is that voice of Olódùmarè, the written and the verbal instructions and warnings and knowledge and information of Olódùmarè that guides this entire universe, the entirety of this universe, for human beings in every color shade that they appear, for animals, for plants, for what you regard as non-living things, everything put together. Like the Odù Ifá of today, the chapter and the verse of Ifá for today is speaking about what Olódùmarè says about time and seasons. Is that okay? So that is Ifa. So to answer your question, Ifa is not God. And thank you for the person that defined God, government of the day. Thank you for that definition. But please take your time to Google it, ask ChatGPT and the other chats that you have. What exactly is God? Where did that idea come from? What deity is it? What is the root source of it? Then you would understand that that word is not even something you are supposed to be using when you are speaking about who divinity is and who supremacy is. Ifa says here, let Ifa lead your decisions, your career moves, your relationships, your relocations, your investments. Let Ifa lead everything that you are doing. Nelson, you said is Olódùmarè deity or God? It means that you are not listening to me before. You are not listening. I just defined to you what God is, and you are still asking. Please rewind your mind back to what I just said a few minutes ago. This class is for adults, not children, so I expect you to pay attention and listen. This question you asked is what I spent the last 3 minutes explaining. This Odù empowers you to thrive in any circumstance, even difficult seasons. Your Ori becomes your compass through Ifa, ensuring that every step leads to good results. Your Ori becomes your compass through Ifa that ensures that every step that you take leads to good results. Which is why we always make that prayer. We always make that prayer. Ibi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, kẹ́sẹ̀ má ṣì wá lọ́nà. Where our Ori is taking us to, may our legs not take us away from that path. Your Ori is directing you through Ifa to a certain place. May your leg not drag you back from there. Your leg is you, is your own human will. Your own human way of, it is my choice, I can do it, nobody can force anything on me. You see, that's your will, that's your essay. If you come to Ifa class, Ifa studies, go to ifacollege.ng and register for Ifa studies. That's one of the things we'll teach you in the class. How different parts of your body, what they represent spiritually, what your Ori represents as your Eleda, your creator, the creator of your own destiny. ifacollege.ng. Go there and register for Ifa studies. You will understand it. Ifa will teach us. Will teach you in class what your Owo represents. Your Owo represents your work, your career, the business you are building. Your Aya is what you use to choose your friends. To choose your friends. Somebody says, Nelson, Elédùmarè is God. Elédùmarè is not God. Please, if you are not listening to me, you don't have to be on this live streaming. I just defined. Somebody in the comment section just defined what God is to you. How is Olódùmarè God? Please don't extend that narrative. That's why we are teaching. Pay attention to what we are teaching. I teach in such a way that even children can understand if you pay attention. Take your phone, Google, ask ChatGPT, what does God mean? Where did that word come from? Then you know that you cannot equate any divine and supreme being in any form they are with God. Trash that idea of God. It does not exist in the form that you think it exists. So Olódùmarè is not God. Olódùmarè is the divine supreme being, the source, the creator of everything and anything that exists. And the voice of Olódùmarè is Ifa. It doesn't have anything to do with God. So if you so desperately want to hold on to the idea of God, you can move to the side of people that think that God is a thing. But if you have come to the side of wisdom, God does not exist here and God is not a thing here. The idea that you have of God is the Almighty, the divine and supreme being. That idea is true, but that is not the name for that idea or that being. That being is called Olódùmarè, or find out what it is called in your own local language. If you are Igbo, it is called Chineke, right? Or Chukwu, yes. So if you are whatever your own tribe and culture is, find out what it is called by your ancestors. God is not your language and he has a totally different definition, okay? Don't feel the need to always find something to justify English words that they have put on you. No. Find out what it means. What did your forefathers, what were they giving in regards to that thing? Then it is easier for you to understand it. Is that okay? The WhatsApp number has been pinned on your screen again. Ifa says your Ori becomes your compass, encouraging you in this life to go the right way. Your Ori becomes your compass, encouraging you in this life to go the right way. I think he's trying to find a place to keep God. We don't have a place. We don't have a place to keep God here, unfortunately. If you still want to be tying God along your way, in Edo it is called Osanudazi. I hope I pronounced it well. Osanudazi. Is that what is pronounced? So that's what is called in Edo. It's not called God. So I know you really want to keep God in a particular place. Please trash it. It does not exist. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Sure, you understand? Unfortunately. Okay, somebody also said Ogodwa. I don't know the right pronunciation, but thank you for typing that out. Thank you so much for that. I thought Olódùmarè means God in English. No. Let's normalize saying the words in the language that they belong to. There is no need. Don't pressure yourself to find an English word. No, don't pressure yourself to find an English word for everything. It's like somebody says your name. If your name is Oluwaseun, you will not get somewhere and somebody calls you thank God and you answer. There are people that bear the name thank God in Igbo land. That's somebody's name. But your name is Oluwaseun. They have to learn to pronounce your name like that. What state are you from? Osun State. Does somebody translate Osun State into English? No. When CNN wants to report that something happens in Osun State, they will say, in Osun State, Nigeria today, XYZ happened. They are not looking for an English word. Is that okay? So resist the urge to always find an English word to validate what your culture and tradition says. Kò necessary rárá, is not necessary. Olódùmarè is Olódùmarè. That's just what it is. We don't need English. Looking for English words is how we ended up as Èṣù Satan. How is Èṣù Satan? How? That's how we got here. So it's not. There is no English word for Olódùmarè. You can only describe what Olódùmarè is. Olódùmarè is the divine, the supreme being, the source, the creator of the universe and everything that there is. You can describe it like that. Yoruba is a descriptive word. English lacks the depth of vocabulary to translate so many ancient languages. We already know that. So there would always be a loss in translation when you are desperately trying to find an English word for everything. Ṣó ti yé wa bẹ́yẹn? Olódùmarè is Olódùmarè o. Olódùmarè is Olódùmarè. There is no need for us to be finding words. Sorry, I'm scrolling up to see. So you are saying there is no God. I did not tell you there is no God. I said go and find out what it means. You yourself don't even know what it means. And that is the unfortunate things about people of color. A lot of us don't research. We don't ask questions. We don't read. Somebody comes to say something to you, you take it like that and you pass it on to generations. At least ChatGPT will put everything to you in one point. Go there and read. What is the origin of God? Read it. Where did he come from? What was the original meaning? Is he a deity? Before Christianity wrapped divinity around it, where did he come from? You will get it there now. At least ChatGPT is not an Ifa priest, so you will not say that something happened. Thank you so much. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen right now. So it says that, how do you apply this to your life? Your Ori has become your compass and you follow through it. We have a lot to unlearn, yes, a whole lot to unlearn, which is what Ifa College does, to help you to unlearn the misconception. Shubomi Eshegoni, thank you for that gift. Helps you to unlearn the misconceptions and the lies that you are told about yourself and what you represent, and to learn the truth about who you are, about who your ancestors are, about what you represent, and to relearn certain things that you thought you used to know, you probably forgot, or you thought it wasn't relevant. That's what we do at Ifa College. So Ifa says don't rush. Ifa says don't resist. Follow the line. Follow the line. Follow the line. Someone says, just like there is no English word for Mazda. Exactly. There are certain French words. You just hear it and you pronounce it like that. You cannot. Even if you find the English definition for it, if you call it, everybody is looking at you like, what are you saying? So let's maintain that. The Iwure for this SFA says, Olódùmarè ló mọ ìgbà tí àsìkò láti ọ̀run. Olódùmarè is the one that knows the time and the season from ọ̀run. Jẹ́ kí ìgbà rere jẹ́ tèmi nílé ayé. Láṣẹ Ìdùmarè, kí ìgbà rere jẹ́ tiwa nílé ayé. Jẹ́ kí ìgbà rere jẹ́ tèmi nílé ayé. Kí ìgbà rere jẹ́ tèmi àti yín nílé ayé. Láṣẹ Ìdùmarè. Wọ́n ní kí gbogbo àsìkò tí mo bá wà, kí Ifá jẹ́ káwọn àsìkò yẹn jẹ́ ìtí ìpín mi yàn láṣẹ Ìdùmarè. Ifá kó tọ́ mi sọ́nà tí mo máa fi bá ìpín mi mu láṣẹ Ìdùmarè. Kí n lè ṣe gbogbo ohun tí mo wá sílé ayé wá ṣe pẹ̀lú àsìkò, pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn àti àlàáfíà láṣẹ Ìdùmarè. Kí orí mi gbé ire àti ayọ̀ fún mi ní gbogbo ìgbà tí n bá lò nílé ayé láṣẹ Ìdùmarè. The English part says, time has descended from heaven. Let good seasons descend upon my life. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. In every time and season that I stand, let Ifá guide me in the path that aligns with my destiny. Let me fulfill all that I came to do on earth with ease and positivity. Let my Ori make everything turn out for my good in my times and in my seasons. Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Thomas said, if Olódùmarè is the creator, meaning Olódùmarè is the deity some people call God. No, Olódùmarè is not the deity some people call God. I've taken my time to explain that. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ìgbà àti àsìkò tá à ń lò nílé ayé, ìgbà ọ̀tun ló máa jẹ́, ìgbà ire ló máa jẹ́, ìgbà ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ló gba onígbà, ọmọ aráyé ò ní gba ìgbà wa lò. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní gba ìgbà wa lò. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Do we pronounce Ọlọ́run as Elédùmarè? Ọlọ́run is different from Elédùmarè. Elédùmarè is the same word as Olódùmarè. Ọlọ́run, Olúọ̀run, Olúọ̀run, that is the Òrìṣà that is in charge of ọ̀run. Yorùbá words ọ̀rọ̀ méjì ló kó papọ̀ síbẹ̀. Olúọ̀run, Ọlọ́run, ọ̀rọ̀ méjì ló kó papọ̀ síbẹ̀. Ṣó ti yé yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Àwọn ni òrìṣà ọ̀run. Olú ayé, olú ọ̀run. Ṣó yé yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? That is not Olódùmarè. Every level of life ní ọ̀run àtayé has their own òrìṣà that is guiding it. So Olódùmarè or Elédùmarè depends on what dialect of Yoruba you are speaking. They exist in their own plane, in their own rights, without anybody struggling position, and every other thing exists in their own hierarchy. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ìgbà tá a máa lò nílé ayé, ìgbà rere ló máa jẹ́, ìgbà ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ fún wa, ìgbà ìdùnnú ló máa jẹ́ fún wa. Tá a bá wá rẹ́nikẹ́ni tó ti ń lo ìgbà ìbànújẹ́, ìgbà àìní, tó ti ń lo ìgbà tó ní lára, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ifá atórí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe á bá yín tún ìgbà yín sí rere, á bá yín tún ìgbà yín sọ́tún, á bá yín tún ṣe sí rere. Gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ tá à ń gbé, gbogbo ẹsẹ̀ tá à ń gbé, Ifá máa darí wa síbi ire, Ifá máa darí wa síbi ọlá, Ifá máa darí wa síbi ọlà. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìgbà tó kù tá a máa lò nílé ayé nínú ire, nínú ọlá, nínú ọlà, òun láti máa lò. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní báráyé fọwọ́ ti ìgbà tiwọn. Èmi àti yín ò ní báráyé fọwọ́ ti ìgbà tiwọn. Ìgbà oríire, ìgbà ayọ̀, òun ló máa jẹ́ nínú ayé wa. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìgbà oríire, ìgbà ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ fún wa. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa ní gbogbo ìgbà tá a bá lò àtàsìkò tá a ń lò nílé ayé, àdáwọ́lé wa ire ló máa já sí. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èmi àti yín ò ní bá wọn lògbà ìyà, àní bá wọn lògbà ìtọ́, àní bá wọn lògbà lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lójú ẹ̀mí wa, lójú ìgbà tá a bá máa lò nílé ayé yìí, ire ló máa jẹ́, ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́, ìdùnnú ló máa jẹ́, àlàáfíà òun ló máa jẹ́ fún wa nínú ìrọ̀rùn àti ìlera pípé àti ìfọkànbalẹ̀. Òun lèmi àti yín á fi lògbà nílé ayé. Tá a bá wá rí ẹni tó ti lògbà sẹ́yìn, tó ti ṣe àṣemáṣe, tó ti rìn níbi tí ò yẹ, tó ti dáwọ́ wọn lé nǹkan tí ò yẹ, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ifá torí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, á bá yín tún ìgbà yín ṣe, á bá yín tún ìgbà yín ṣe, á bá èmi àti yín, á bá wa sọ di ọ̀tun. Iṣẹ́ kékeré owó ńlá, ìgbà kékeré owó ńlá, ọlá, ìmọ̀, òye, òun l'Elédùmarè á fìgbà wa ṣe nílé ayé. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní wo ìgbà wa lẹ́yìn ká kábàámọ̀. Tá a bá gbó, tá a tọ́, tá a fèrègì jobì nílé ayé yìí, tá a bá wẹ̀yìn wò, ìgbà wa ò ní pa wá lẹ́kún, ìgbà wa ò ní já sásán. Gbogbo ìgbà tá a máa lò nílé ayé kò ní já sásán fèmí àti yín lọ́lá àwọn tó nílẹ̀. Láti ọ̀run tó fi dí ayé, òun ni wọ́n fi dá Ifá fún ìgbà. Ìgbà tó dáfá fún ìgbà, ó ṣẹbọ tó yẹ kó ṣe, ó gbérú ọ̀pẹ̀ ó tù, nígbà náà wá padà wá sọ pé ìgbà ti di rere fún mi o, wọ́n ní bígbà ṣe wà ní re òun ló wà níbi. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ lògbà rere, Ifá ní kó máa ṣẹbọ, bẹ́mi àti yín ṣe ń ṣẹbọ tá à ń ṣètùtù, Ifá fi ṣe nígbà rere fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wá ti dàgbà, tẹ́ ẹ ti darúgbó, tẹ́ ẹ ti ń wò ó pé kí ló tún kù, ìgbà mélòó ló kù tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ lò nílé ayé tí gbogbo ẹ̀ fi máa dá, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Láti ìṣẹ́jú yìí ni Ifá ti máa tọ́ yín sọ́nà ire, láti dá gbogbo ìgbà tó ti lọ padà ní ire, ní ayọ̀, ní ọlá àti ní ọlà, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èmi àti yín ò ní bá wọn lògbà ìnira, àní bá wọn lògbà nínú ìnira, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní bá wọn lògbà nínú àìní, àní bá wọn lògbà nínú àìsàn. Gbogbo ìgbà tá a bá máa lò nílé ayé nínú ìlera pípé, òun l'Elédùmarè máa ṣe tiwa, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. The Odù Ifá for today was Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun, òun ni Odù Ifá tá a gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. Odù Ifá Ogbe Irosun. And I read to you today from the sacred text of Ifá, as put together by Ifá College, the sacred text of Ifá. So if you have not pre-ordered the sacred text of Ifá, go to the website ifacollege.ng, click on the top three, on the three lines on the top right corner. You will get to the menu bar and you see the sacred Ifá text. Click on it and read everything that there is there, right? So that you can also be able to pre-order for the sacred Ifá text. Most of the Odù Ifá books you find around, it's either in Yoruba language or Yoruba translated to English. But we went further to make sure that the Odù Ifá is something that is relevant to our everyday life. So Ifá College has extracted the ancient Yoruba text, translated it into modern day English, has put out the lessons and the blessings of each of those Odù, and how to apply them, application to modern everyday life. And then it wraps each ÌṢÄŠE up with the ìwúre and the prayers for that Odù. Now that makes it an entire complete syllabus of Ifá, as we can apply it to our everyday lives. This is ÌШÄŠE for today, the daily live streaming on Ifá College and Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube, as hosted by Iyanifa Ewa. Me, I'm the host, the founder of Ifá College, and every day, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. in UK and Ghana, 12 midnight on the EST, and 9 p.m. on the Pacific time, we are here every weekday morning, Mondays through Fridays, for the Odù Ifá for each day. We delve into the Odù Ifá for each new day. We bring out the lessons and the blessings and how to apply it to our lives. And more people have been receiving instructions and directions. Today now we have received instructions about time and seasons. Time and seasons, and we have learnt, and we are going to apply it. A lot of you will have to go and make Ifá divination now. Iyanifa Ewa, please, I want to make an Ifá divination. This time and season of my life, what does Ifá expect me to do? This step I want to take as regards relocation, my relationship, my finances, my career, is it what I'm supposed to do? A lot of you will also have to come and do your Etefa, your ÌṢÄŠE, so that you can have the blueprint summary of your life. Excuse me. So that is how we do it. Now, before we wrap up today, I need to remind you of something. I started teaching about finances, financial intelligence, financial knowledge in Ifá as regards money, economy, and particularly building generational wealth. Ifá is not concerned about you just making money so that you can eat, just making money so that you can buy a house and buy good clothes, so that you can pay school fees. No. All of those ones, you are just being a channel. You work, you give the proprietress school fees, you pay for house, you pay for rent, you give the grocery store manager money to eat. All of that one, you are just channeling money around. You are just causing money flow. Ifá stresses on building generational wealth, building something that will outlive you and your children can take on and grandchildren can take on, to make sure that there is constantly wealth in that lineage, to make sure that there is constantly wealth in that lineage. That is what Ifa admonishes us. So I've taken up my time to extract different Odù Ifas that talks about different principles of making money and of building wealth, building business, building your finances. What are those things that you are doing that is obstructing wealth creation from coming to you? We are going to learn that. So eventually we have put the program together for the 2nd of December. So please mark it in your calendar. It's going to be 28 days of intensive teaching. 28, is it 28 we made it, or 26? 26 days of intensive teaching. 26 days. Is going to start on the 2nd of December. Mark it in your calendar. By tomorrow, the registration for that teaching will be on the website by tomorrow. So you have to register and book a slot, because there is maximum number of people I can take in that class. I'm not going to teach it open air like this. It's information that I need to be sure that you need it. It's not random general information. If you want to learn generally and randomly, I've mentioned a few things here and there. You can go to the YouTube channel Iyanifa Ewa TV, and you see videos that I've made on Ifa and business, Ifa and wealth creation, Ifa and money. They are all there, so you can pick random information from there. But this one is targeted, intentional information for a handful of people that I will pick. People that already understand where we are coming from and where we are going, and they are on the same line with me. I'm not wasting any effort there. So the registration form will be on the website from tomorrow. It will be on the website, so you can register for it on the 2nd of December through to the end of December. Every day will be on there. I know you have a busy schedule, you have work. I too, I also have busy schedule, I have work. So if I can make myself available, you have to make yourself available if you want to be there. If you know you cannot make yourself available, don't come. You see, this one I'm teaching you here, I'm a very nice person. When it comes to me teaching you about money and wealth creation, you may look at it like, so this Iyanifa can be like this. I thought she was nice. No, we are taking back our wealth. It's not going to be with smile. We are building generational wealth for ourselves. It's not going to be with smiling. Possible. Okay? Is it only for those that already have Ifa? The form will be there. You will see all the requirements. Read it. If it applies to you, register. The form will be there. It will be on the website. The details will be there. So just read it. So from the 2nd of December, I want to prepare every one of us for another calendar year. The regular Gregorian calendar year in a few weeks is going to turn to 2026. And I want every one of us to start that from a place of knowledge. So every step, every time and season you enter into in 2026 is coming from the mindset of I am building generational wealth. Irrespective of where you are, that is, everybody is going to start from ground zero. I'm going to teach everybody like you don't understand what I'm saying at all. You've never heard anything about money and finances. Step by step, we are going to be applying the 16 major principles that is in Ifa that talks about wealth creation and how to apply it to our everyday life. So every one of you, you will tell me where you are starting from and you'll be applying it. Now, before you can finish that course, your assignment is real life issues. You are going to pitch something to me. Where you are right now, this thing you have learned, how can you apply it? I will go through whatever it is you are doing. You are building a career, you are building a business, to see where your mistakes are, to help you correct it. It's practical real life. Everybody is participating online. Ifa College is online. I'm not inviting anybody to my house. It's online, so that everybody, irrespective of their location, their time zone difference, their busy schedule, everybody that is interested can participate. So by tomorrow, I will announce to you that the teaching is on, and then you'll be able to, apply for it and get yourself ready. You watch my introductory video of everything you need to get ready. between now and 2nd of December láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Onírúṣe oníyanṣe ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wa jẹ́ náà ẹ kú àìbínú. Thank you very much for joining. Let's round off with our ìwúre. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbá 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 tí wáyé ọjọ́ àṣèbá tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣèbá aníkíbà wá ṣẹ. Òràn ọmọ oníṣẹ́ fàyà tí àṣèbá ọba tó lọ kọrin ké sí àṣèbá. Ọba lánàá ọba lẹ́yìn ọba títí ayérayé àṣèbá. Aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ ajagunmalè olúwo òde ọ̀run àṣèbá. Àṣèbá olúbíkin àṣèbá ọ̀sanyìnbíkin àṣèbá gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé ró aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kíbà wá ṣẹ gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé ró òun láṣèbá fún lẹ́yìn ẹ̀yin ìyàmí ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ ẹ̀yin alágbogbo idẹ àṣèbá ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru àṣèbá ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jòrò òró àṣèbá aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ òrọmọ oníṣẹ́ fàyà tí abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ìta tí wéré àṣèbá gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́ni láṣèbá èní lọ́sẹ̀ Ifá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kí ọlọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà kọ́ má dà sí wa lára èní lọ́sẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyìn ayò ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi láṣèbá fún aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tó ti ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún Ifá lẹ́ni tó ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tó ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ Èṣù tó ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ Ọ̀sanyìn tó ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ Ajé tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ Olókun àtọlọ́sà ọlọ́sẹ̀ àbáwá gbà wọn ní ìdá sí wa lára láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣèbá àwọn bàbá wa àṣèbá àwọn ìyá wa àṣèbá àwọn aláṣekù àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn fáwa àṣèbá wọn aníkíbà wá ṣẹ onílé mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ ọ̀rà Ajíbọ́lá Ẹdán mo ṣèbà ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní mo ṣèbá Ẹdán mo ṣèbá gbogbo ọmọ onílé mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ ogbó alàwòrò ló tún fẹ́ fún gbogbo yín o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa ó máa yọrí sí rere àṣèbá orí àṣèbá ẹlẹ́dàá àṣèbá ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá sáyé àṣèbá ìyá àti bàbá àwọn tó ṣe ẹni tó mú wa wá sáyé tí wọ́n lànà yìí fún wa àṣèbá yín o aníkíbà wá ṣẹ èní akọ nípa Ogbe Irosun Odù Ifá fún ìgbà àti àsìkò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìgbà ire ìgbà ayọ̀ ìgbà ìdùnnú àtàlàáfíà òun ló máa jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa níbi gbogbo tá a bá kọjú sí ní gbogbo ìgbà tá a bá ti bára wa nílé ayé ire ló máa jẹ́ sí fún wa orí wa àtẹlẹ́dàá wa á gbé wa lékè á gbé wa débi gíga á gbé wa débi ọlá á gbé wa débi ọlà àwa máa lògbà rere nílé ayé àní báwọn lògbà ẹlòmíì ọmọ aráyé ò ní gba ìgbà àsìkò wa wọn ò ní gbé fẹ́lòmíì wọn ò ní fi ṣe tẹlòmíì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo ìgbà tó kù tó wá kù tèmi àti yín máa lò nílé ayé ire ló máa bọ́ sí ayọ̀ ló máa bọ́ sí ìdùnnú àtàlàáfíà òun ló máa bọ́ sí fún wa àní dáṣe o àwọn aláṣepọ̀ á kún wa lọ́wọ́ wọn á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ní gbogbo ọ̀nà bí tá a bá kọjú sí ire lójú owó ire lójú wa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tó bá ti wá ní àwọn ìgbà kan táwa náà ti lò sẹ́yìn tá a ti ṣàṣemáṣe tá a ti tójú ayé mọ́lẹ̀ tá a ti taṣọ àgbà mọ́lẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè káwọn tó láyé káwọn tó nílẹ̀ kó wá fi ojú àánú kó wá fi wò wá kó wá fi ojú rere wò wá kó wá fẹ̀yọ́nú wọn wò wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ká lè rí gbà yẹn gbà padà gbogbo àwọn ọgbà tí àwa náà ti lò ní wùṣùwùṣù tá a ti dà sẹ́yìn tá a ti san nǹkan nù káwọn tó láyé àwọn tó ní ilẹ̀ àwọn tó ṣe awokù sẹ́yìn fún wa kí wọ́n wá bá wa ra ìgbà padà kó bá wa ra ìgbà padà sí ọ̀tún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo ìgbà tó wá kù tá a máa lò Ifá àfihàn wọn ọmọ aráyé kó fọ̀nà wọn èmi àti yín orí àtẹlẹ́dàá wa kó gbé wa débi bí wa ibi gíga kó jẹ́ ká lò ìgbà ire àti ìgbà ayọ̀ kẹsẹ̀ wa má ṣì wá lọ́nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní àyà wa báyìí la fi ń yan ọ̀rẹ́ tó máa bá wa lò gbà rere ọ̀rẹ́ tó máa bá wa lò gbà ayọ̀ òun ní ká fàyàyàn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tá a bá ti wá rí ẹnikẹ́ni èèyàn kí èèyàn tá a wá nínú ìṣẹ̀dá wa tá a rí tá a wá nínú ìpín wa tá a rí tó ti dàpọ̀ mọ́ ayé wa ní ìgbàkúgbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á bá wa yà wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìgbà rere ìgbà ọ̀tun ló máa jẹ́ fèmí àti yín o ìgbà ayọ̀ ìgbà ìdùnnú ló máa jẹ́ fèmí àti yín o àní ṣe lásán, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì ní ìgbà tá à ń lò nílé ayé yìí, àní bá wọn ja ogun tí ò ń ṣe tiwa. Ọmọ aráyé á dúró tì wá, ọmọ aráyé á bá wa ṣe. Àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n á rọ̀gbà yí wa ká, wọ́n á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣepé, wọ́n á fọlá àwọn bò wá láṣìírí, wọ́n á fajé wa ajé tiwọn, wọ́n á fi bò wá láṣìírí, wọ́n á fi ọlá àtọlà wọn, wọ́n á fi bò wá láṣìírí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ dá ilé iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ní òkòwò tẹ́ ẹ dá sílẹ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ìgbà tá a mú yìí, ìgbà ọ̀tun tá a mú yìí, ọ̀tun lọ́jọ́ ń yọ, ọ̀tun ni òòrùn ràn, ọ̀tun ló máa jẹ́ fèmí àti mi o. Á ṣe wá lọ́tun sówó, á ṣe wá lọ́tun sí ọlà, á ṣe wá lọ́tun débi gíga láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Oríire tá a ti wá ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀, à á máa ṣe àlékún àlékún ẹ̀yìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìgbà wa nípadà yìí sí ibi fún wa, ìgbà ò ní yí sí ìdààmú fún wa, kò ní yí sí wàhálà, kò ní yí sáìsàn fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìwúre mi fún yín lẹ́yìn ni pé gbó, tọ́, fèrè ìdìjòbì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní dàgbà àyà, ìgbà wa tá a máa lò nílé ayé kò ní jẹ́ táìsàn. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi ẹgba báyìí, wọn ò ní fi fún wa lóúnjẹ. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní lùlù fún wa jó láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tó rí wa wá ń gbé wa lọ, ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà ọ̀gbìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èyí tá a wí lénìí, àwíṣẹ ní tifá, àfọ̀ṣẹ ní t'Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Wọ́n ní àbátá lágẹmọ́ bá dá, òun lòrìṣà òkè gbà. Àwa tún ti dábàá lásìkò àti ìgbà yìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Elédùmarè òrìṣà òkè á bá wa fi àṣẹ sí. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Títí ọ̀la tá a tún máa pàdé lórí ètò àṣẹ for today. Èmi ni olóòtú yín, Iyanifa Ewa, tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Iyanifa Ewa. Ire àti ayọ̀ báyìí òun la máa bára wa ṣe. Until tomorrow when I will come your way again, I remain your host, Iyanifa Ewa, the founder of Ifa College. Àlàáfíà is what we will continue to experience. Ayọ̀ and ire is what we will continue to experience. The ancestors that have called us, that have made this path for us, will make our own way successful on every side. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé has supported and fulfilled the people that went before us. Ajé will fulfill and support our path. This time and this season we have found ourselves will be times and seasons of greatness every step of the way. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Our times that we have wasted in the past, Ajé will sum it up. Ifá will renew it for us and help us to experience it as greatness. No matter how long we will stay and live and remain on this earth, every time and season will bring us success, will bring us upliftment, will bring us joy, will bring us peace, and will bring us abundance. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Where our ori is taking us to, our human mind and decision will not direct us to a wrong path. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. We will continue to go in the path that Ifá is directing us, and it will be the path of success and greatness. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. If you joined late or you need a replay, the replay will be available in a few hours on Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube. Iyanifa Ewa TV, that is the YouTube channel. You can catch the replay of this video and every other live streaming that we have done. Until tomorrow when I come your way again, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, ire báyìí òun la máa bára wa ṣe o. Ifá gbè wá o, àṣẹ.